back to the Young, Dumb, and Broke podcast.
I'm Young, Dumb, and Broke.
I'm Alex. That's me. So today we actually have an icebreaker for you. We didn't forget it this time. I think it's on me, right? Am I crazy?
Sure.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. The script that we wrote out, and not robotic at all, we have an icebreaker. So the theme of this week has been eggs. I want to ask you another egg-related question, Taylor.
Okay.
How many eggs do you think it will take to keep you afloat on the Potomac? It took me a while to come up with this question, by the way. Wait. Oh, she's thinking. She's really getting into it now. She's doing the math. She's thinking about the geometry. She's thinking about the buoyancy.
Is an egg? Is that an egg?
Yeah. We're not doing the whole organic egg. We're talking about
this is an egg.
a normal white size egg that you find at Giant.
1, 2.
You're
3,
measuring out your
4,
entire
5,
body.
6, 7, 8.
It's
9,
going to take more
10,
than that.
11, 12.
It's going to take
13,
way.
14,
Why are they
15,
suffocating your
and
face?
then across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are you going to be able to
6.
do the math?
6 times 15. I can do 6 times 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, can't do 6 times 15.
90?
I can do it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
5 times 6 is 30.
Yeah, there you go.
Times 6 is
Why are you doing it that way? Why are you doing it that way?
It's 15 times 15 times 6
15 times 6.
is 120.
Oh no, you're a multiple of 30 off. It's 90. So the way you do it,
I knew it was something like
you
that.
you break up the
It was
15.
in the 30s somewhere.
Yeah, you break up the 15. You do 6 times 10, 6 times 5, and then you add
That's
them
what
together.
I just did.
No, you didn't do it because you got the wrong answer.
I think you were wrong.
Okay,
So I'm saying
yep.
90 eggs would keep me afloat.
90 eggs?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's probably right. I'm the fatty king here, okay? And I think I was guessing that would probably be 130 eggs.
Did you do math on this?
No. It was
This is just completely unsatisfying.
Oh,
we don't
yeah,
know.
no, 100%.
We don't get to know how many eggs.
Oh, we can do a segment. We could do
I'm upset right now.
Well, it's okay. We can buy 130 eggs. We'll take
And float on the Potomac?
Yeah, we'll float on the Potomac, and then we'll bring those eggs back, and then we'll cook them up so we can see how many we can eat.
How many eggs could you eat after they floated in the Potomac?
I wouldn't. I could eat 50 scrambled eggs, as I said 2
Would
episodes ago.
you eat them
but no,
in the Potomac?
No.
While you're going down the river
Never.
and eating eggs, how many eggs can you eat and still stay afloat while going down the river?
So I'm eating away at my
So
float.
you have enough eggs, and then you're eating the eggs. Okay. Frustration of the week.
Yeah.
I have a frustration.
Okay. Yeah.
I bought a sandwich from this place that just opened right down the road, and it looked really good on Instagram. It looked really good, and
Oh, you're going for the Instagram foodies. Okay.
it was
okay.
good. Yeah, it was like pull apart, and it's like you're pulling apart the sandwich, and it looks
Moist,
like heaven,
dripping, yeah.
and it's
Yep.
dripping down.
Yep.
And in real life, it looked like the Instagram, which is crazy.
That's very rare.
And
We love that.
it was incredible. And I bought a sandwich,
Mm.
and it had ham in it.
You know.
And I paid for a sandwich that I knew had ham in it, thinking, maybe this will be good. Maybe I like this. And I had to eat a ham sandwich.
You don't like
and
ham
I don't
sandwich?
like ham.
Why? What do you mean you don't like
And
ham?
I ate the sandwich.
Not even honey baked? Not even with a little honey glaze on there?
It's fine.
What? How do you even have
fine.
Thanksgiving?
Oh,
hold
it's
on.
fine.
We're ahead of Thanksgiving, but I want to know, what does your Thanksgiving meal actually look like?
Turkey.
Okay.
That's Thanksgiving. It's turkey.
What else? You're telling me it's just turkey?
Actually, this is an interesting point. My Thanksgiving plate is basically just green bean casserole.
What?
I am
Why?
pretty on Thanksgiving Day. I don't really want anything but green bean casserole.
Is it like your grandmother's recipe or something?
No, I make it. I actually don't let anyone else
So
in my
you-
family make it.
So you could make it yourself any day of the year, and yet
Yeah, but it
it's
tastes
just-
extra special on Thanksgiving.
I mean, yeah, my grandmother's pot pie. Shout out, Mamu. You know who you are, obviously, because I call you Mamu, and you know I'm your grandson.
But it's not my Grammy's recipe. It's just a couple cans and black pepper, and I put a lot of black pepper. And if anyone else tries to touch my green bean casserole, I go, stop it. And I pretty much eat the entire thing in green bean casserole, and that's my food for the day.
Really? So there's no turkey. You said it kind of makes an appearance.
Sure,
but
I'll eat a little turkey.
But see, okay, I'm gonna run you through my plate just so we're clear. I am the fatty king, so obviously expect a lot of.
You said earlier today that you gain 10 pounds when you eat Thanksgiving.
Yes, and it is not inaccurate. For a long time, I was very small, and I used to be a big boy, so I could always eat a lot on Thanksgiving. I said Thanksgiving is my cheat day. Worst mistake of my life. Sometimes I did not make it back from that cheat day to where I wanted to be weight wise, but I have ham, turkey, stuffing that is made from the same broth as the turkey that my dad and I help make in the morning. 100%. If Mamu makes her chicken pot pie gonna be on there. You can't forget the mac and cheese made by a particular family who's close to our family. We bring them to Thanksgiving. You know who you are. I'm not going to call you out on the pod though. And then from there, we transition to desserts. So there's always carrot cake on my dessert plate. It is some of the best carrot cake ever. It is special in that it tastes better on Thanksgiving, just like your green bean casserole. This carrot cake will transport you to another world, mainly the one that relies on you being in the couch and watching football. And it is absolutely amazing. I am looking forward to I look forward to Thanksgiving every year, but now that I'm talking about it, I'm looking forward to it even more.
That's really awesome. Let me walk you through my plate. Green bean casserole.
Just cut it off there. Nope, no need for anything more. What about maybe like a little turkey roll? You put the green bean casserole inside turkey and you bite into it. What, like, how? I don't understand.
I really like green bean casserole.
Yeah, but you...
And I'm a little autistic. And
Okay.
So once I decide something...
You just stick with it.
So Thanksgiving is green bean casserole day.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, I'm cooking other things. I'm helping my family. I enjoy the company and I enjoy cooking. But what am I eating? Green bean casserole. Which it takes me 15 minutes to prepare. And then it's done.
You know that fixation on certain things? We both have that, but I'm really fixating on bringing just deviled eggs to the Christmas party. Just bringing deviled eggs.
I'm really upset at the idea of you bringing deviled eggs to the Christmas party.
Well, the reason that eggs are on the mind, besides the fact that it's the icebreakers, because it's also my frustration, and it's ironic that I brought the eggs back in when my frustration is everybody that we know, and thank you for watching, we appreciate you, but everybody we know at the office is talking to us about eggs. They're asking us, oh, so you think you can do this many eggs? What about this many eggs? And while I think the question was great, Taylor, I appreciate you for bringing it. I do not like the repercussions of people criticizing me for my egg count. I can eat 50 eggs. Get over it. Okay? If you can't hang, then get out the kitchen. Period. Full stop.
I had someone when I got to work today, and I was kind of having a rough morning. I was not feeling super great. And I got to work today. I came up in the elevator, and our coworker gets in the elevator with me, and we're riding in silence, which normally like I'm trying to make small talk. I'm not feeling it today. Suddenly he goes, yeah, I think it's 10. I think it's 10. I can eat 10 hard-boiled eggs. And I was like, no hello?
Yeah.
No how's your morning going? No smile? Just deadpan staring at the ground. Yeah, it's going to be 10. It's going to be 10 eggs. I can do 10 eggs.
Not even like, oh, yeah, I had some eggs for breakfast.
Which is weak.
Yeah.
Only
Tell me about
10
it.
eggs?
Tell me about it.
That's weak.
I can't hang with her deviled egg example, but I'll tell you now, I'm going to step up when it's scrambled. 100%.
I'm a little bit worried that for a split second, I was worried that I was overestimating myself. But I really just think our coworkers are cowards.
I agree.
They are
I agree.
cowards. They think they can't handle more than they can. They have no desire to push themselves. They have no desire to be strong individuals. They're just like, yeah, I can only eat 10 eggs.
Yeah, they don't want all that extra
Maybe
protein. No, they want to handle it.
Maybe I can get 3 or 4 eggs in. Coward.
Weak.
Coward.
Weak. Yeah, it honestly, and you may be thinking, oh well, hey, they're just saying it while they're on the podcast. No, I have told them to their faces. No, you could get more. I guarantee you could get more.
Yeah, I'm calling them cowards to their faces.
100%. 100%.
And because they are. And we should call out cowardice when we see cowardice.
Bro, even
That's what's wrong with our culture today is that we don't call it out. And I'm telling you, you can eat more eggs than just 3 eggs.
The true
Oh, you
sign,
can only eat 3 eggs? Weak. You're lying to yourselves. You're living in a lie.
The true sign of a coward is when you go up to them on the street and they give you a sub 10 egg count.
Yeah,
if
you
they
think
give you
you
that,
can only eat 10 eggs?
If you're dating somebody that gives you a
Coward.
sub 10, get out of that relationship now.
Now.
It's so bad though that even my boss said, So you think you can handle this many? I don't think. I think it would have to be. He gave this like fancy gourmet recipe. I'm like, what? What? No. Scramble eggs, eat them. Hard boiled eggs, eat them. Deviled eggs, eat them.
I'm telling you, I can throw back 24 deviled eggs, 48 deviled eggs, 24 eggs, and it would be no problem for me. I would be in pain. It would be struggling. But all my coworkers coming up and saying, "I think it's only 10 eggs." Taylor, I think it's only 10 eggs. You're a coward. You're a coward, and I cannot believe I work with you.
I think my frustration has actually grown. It's manifested into a new thing while sitting here, which is, it's not just the frustration that they keep bringing it up, is that they're not bringing it up in a way where they're implying that they can do better. It's just
they're underestimating themselves. And
I think we have a joint frustration
I
here.
was thinking about this. We send these people out to college campuses. That's what our organization does. We send these people out to college campuses. A lot of these people that are telling us, yeah, I can only eat 3 eggs, are going and representing our movement, what we believe in, our belief systems. They are the strong people that every single day are fighting for freedom, and they think they can only eat 3 eggs?
They need to be advocating that more people eat more eggs. They need to have egg eating competitions out there on the ground. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm so game.
Right
I'm
now.
so game.
The job interview should be, how many eggs can you eat?
You know what? Can we can push to get that in.
I could push. I'll talk to.
Yeah,
who
you'll
to
talk to your connections. Your people will talk to their people, and we'll get it done.
I think I'll never have another job interview where I don't ask the person that I'm interviewing if they can, how many eggs they can eat.
Yeah, and then on the first day, you say, "All right, here you go. This is what you say."
Yeah, whatever number they say, I'm expensing that.
Step up. Exactly. If you don't get it, it comes out of your first paycheck, and if you do get it, you get a little extra something. Who knows? Maybe a full belly will be enough.
Yeah.
But us all joking aside, well, actually, I take it back. Taylor's kind of serious about that one, and I would say
I'm very serious about
I would say I'm mostly there too.
I'm ready to move mountains to show the cowardice that lies in our country.
Yeah, she's willing to climb to the very peak of the egg, the crest. So in DC, we do have a lot of people who are
How do you
weak.
segue to this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Let's see, Alex. Come on.
In DC, you have a lot of weak people. But that's
sad segue.
You have a lot of weak people, but being lonely isn't weak. It's something that you can overcome, but we've all been through it here, especially in DC. And we want to spend a segment about how working in DC and how being lonely in DC, how you can overcome it, what it's like, and just talk about our experiences, because obviously we're trying to relate stories to people who are just now getting here. So with that, you said last episode that you were really lonely, or at least it was really lonely, though, you had some friends, but they moved away. What was that experience like, and how'd you start to overcome the loneliness here in DC?
When I started, when I first moved here, I was really lonely. It was really hard. And I moved here right at the end of summer, and I had lived here over the course of the summer within an intern house with a bunch of other interns, and then suddenly they were all gone. And it was just me alone in this new apartment with new people around me, going to a new church. I transitioned into a new church immediately after moving to be in a church that was closer, and I was alone. My ex-boyfriend, my boyfriend at the time, was living long distance, and so I didn't have him, and I was just so alone. I would come back and I would basically just be on my phone. I got stuck in the hole, and it was entering right into the winter, which I think is the hardest time to be in DC. That's the hardest
season, especially when you're from Texas and it's colder here, it's more dark, it's gloomy, and everybody else feels that way too. So it kind of suffocates you.
And nobody wants to be out. No one wants to be having fun. I had a couple of weeks of sunlight of first moving here, and then it was dark. And when it gets dark in DC, it's dark in DC. You're coming into the office with it dark outside. You're leaving the office with it dark outside.
By 4 or 5,
way around it.
4 at the earliest. I remember in second grade growing up in Virginia that it would hit that time period somewhere around 4:30. You'd really start to see it start dimming, and by 5 you could have full lights out.
Yeah.
I don't notice it as much anymore because I'll be honest, I'm focusing. But when you're leaving the office and it's dark outside, I think it's one of the worst feelings for your day not being open. You don't feel like there's availability. You don't feel like there's things to do. You feel like it's right to just go home and do nothing rather than going out, possibly going and playing soccer with your friends at the local park or something like that, or even going out and doing Bible study. Like, it feels like you should be at home. You should be going to bed, basically.
And that, like, it was really hard for me. I went into like almost an immediate season of like, this is bad. Like, I'm alone. And that made me isolate myself more. I pulled more away. I didn't want to talk to people on the phone anymore. I didn't want to go out anymore. I didn't want to try. I was just like, I'm so alone. Like, I just like, it's so dark outside. I just want to go to bed. And that's what I did. And like, my schoolwork suffered. My relationships suffered. I didn't want to build relationships. And it was really, really hard. And like, obviously there were periods in there where I was like making friends, and like I have good friendships that came out of that. And like, at some point I realized I need to pull myself out of this, and like I found someone to disciple me, and I was doing weekly meetings with her, and then I started getting more and more involved with the church that I was in, and like I got more involved with the friends here, and I just built a community. But first I had to get over the hurdle of, this sucks. This sucks. And you just have to go do it. You have to make yourself get out. You have to make yourself make friends. And then you have to make yourself follow up with those friends. And it's hard. And it sucks. But then you do it, and it gets better. And now I have a community here that I'm so incredibly grateful for, that like I can, at a drop of the hat, say, you know, to any of them, like, hey, I need this, like, can I help you, or hey, how can I be praying for you, or hey, like, let's go, you know, get food right now. And like, I have people that love me and that are looking after me and that are taking care of me and that I get to love and take care of, and that's a beautiful thing. But I didn't have that when I first moved here, and it was really hard. And it wasn't like college where it was like built in. Like, you had to go build it yourself.
Exactly.
And that's a beautiful thing. It's also a really difficult thing.
The onus and I think the college example is actually really interesting. I knew that college is intentionally designed to make you interface with as many people as possible. You have different schedules, and they do different blocking in order to get you in classes with different people. So even if you're in the same major, you're going to have a few different places. You're not going to have all the same friends. You're supposed to be able to interact with as many viewpoints intrinsically in the way that college is designed, and just people and personalities. And when you lose that, when you go away from college where you're naturally colliding, you all are moving on your own paths, you have your friend groups, but you're all naturally colliding, bouncing back and forth, and you get to a place where everything's dependent on you now. You are the sole proprietor of your day, your schedule. Obviously, your work will tell you when you're supposed to show up there, but you could choose not to work. It can be a little bit crushing in that if you don't try to stand up, if you fall on your knees and you let it keep coming, you just have to make that first step. Because what you're talking about is finding that thing to lean on. In your case, it was the church. In my case, it was friend groups, and also being closer to my family when I finally moved back up here, because I'd lived a year away from DC. So my family was being closer. I could go see them again. I felt a little bit more at home. The friends up here that had invited me back, I was very fortunate to find a friend group that had already kind of played out, and they had their time here in DC, and I kind of slotted into that very luckily, and some other new people were coming in. So in that case, I didn't let it crush me. I found that thing to lean on. I had to stand up first. I had to accept that this stuff is not easy, being here in a place that's not necessarily the most fun in the world. I came in during winter as well. So this is a weird thing about me. I don't mind winter. I like going out and running in the cold because my legs don't actually feel it as much. And also, I like that nobody else is out, because I feel like I feel like I'm putting in a little bit extra effort.
Like, you're earning it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're better than them.
Whoa. I didn't say that. I'm thinking that, but I didn't say that out loud. But no, I would say.
No, I feel it too.
Yeah, there's something about it's like getting up early and doing it. There's something about doing the grind when other people won't. You feel like you're putting in the extra effort, and you feel on a subconscious level you'll be rewarded for it. And sometimes you're not. Sometimes you slip on ice and you hurt your butt, and maybe you shouldn't be so arrogant going out early in an icy morning. But point being overall, you have to step up. You have to keep on pushing through those things that you don't necessarily enjoy. If you're from a cold area, you may hate the summers here. Guess what? Get over it. We have great AC. Go out. Don't use it as an excuse to not go and interact with people. It's all about, like we talked about last time, building those interpersonal skills, building those friendships, finding those places to lean on, find a good church. It's a really an entire day that can be dedicated to your church is an entire day that you can be not even just networking, that you can be filled with positivity, that you can be giving and be given to spiritually, even physically. You're doing things for the community. it's a day that revivifies you, even if the week is not that fun.
And obviously, I'm biased because I'm a hyper Christian. My life revolves around my church.
Mm-hmm.
But the best thing you can do when you move to a new city, not even just DC, when you move into a new city in general, is to find a good local church, because
Agreed.
they're going to give you a community. They're going to give you kindness when
Agreed.
you aren't finding it from other people. They are going to give you structure. Like, I know the best day of the week will always be Sunday for me, because that is the day that I get to be in my community with other believers that love the Lord and love me because I am with the Lord. And like, that's beautiful. I know that. And so if you're having a hard time, go to church.
Yeah.
And life will get better because it's church.
Life will, and also that's a beautiful place where the schedules naturally align. And we had talked about this beforehand, how sometimes as you get older, life gets harder to manage with all your friends who are also working in new places. They're dealing with their own stressors. They're having the situation like you mentioned, or I have had personally, where I don't want to call today. And in that point, when you want to have those interactions with them, those friends that know you so well, you really have to get on their calendar, and it can be really annoying sometimes. And church is a great example of, yes, we're getting on each other's calendar, but it's not because we're going out of the way. We're coming together. It's all planned. And I think that's probably one of the biggest shocks for me, not the going to church and getting the calendar. I've always loved going to church and seeing some of my friends. Youth group was some of my favorite when I was younger at my Methodist church. Yes, I'm a Methodist. I know. She gives me
It's a
crud.
shame.
She gives me crud for it all the time. But point overall, one of the worst realizations was I finally got to the point with my best friend where I no longer said, hey, I'm just going to come over and do something with you. It was, oh, we're both busy. We have to plan it out. What weekends are you free? And people told us that it was going to happen. And I didn't believe them. I was like, no, what do you mean? No. Tati and I, we're going to be good. We're going to be perfectly fine. I'm just going to show up one day. And I tried that one time. It did not go over well. So from now on, we have to get on that schedule. We have to plan out movie nights. We have to plan out what we're doing. And that's fun to some degree. But it's always sad when you lose that thing, that spontaneity that you used to be able to have when you were younger. You didn't have responsibilities.
And I always say this, a well-run schedule produces spontaneity. I am a very spontaneous person, but I'm also a person who knows what I'm doing and what needs to get done every day.
That's fair.
And
yeah, that's fair.
because of that, I can live spontaneously because I know what my limitations are.
That's true.
And so I can accomplish my goals and also be spontaneous.
And also, when you have that structure, you leave. If you are able to define what everything needs to do, everything that needs to be done, it's a lot easier to do it. Therefore, you actually have more time to go out and do that fun stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen you get caught in some spontaneous
Lots
situations.
of crazy things.
Yeah, which I'm sure we will get to
Some
one
point.
day. Maybe if we have a friend on the pod, we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So with that, we're gonna move on. We're gonna shuffle things up a little bit to a segment that we've deemed Shelf Shuffle.
Shelf shuffle.
Yeah. What do we do? A little shimmy? Okay.
Shelf shuffle.
So, oh wait, yeah, your books has been right there the entire time. I actually hid my book because I'm weird. So let me go get it. Oh, sorry, Mr. Plant.
I'm a little bit ashamed
Ooh.
of my book
Why are you ashamed?
because
of your book?
I spilled water on it. Not today, many moons ago. And so it's a little bit rumpled, but true to shelf shuffle fashion, I am giving it to you straight off of my shelf.
Okay.
And
love
so it's coming broken, but this book is kind of about coming broken. So
okay.
I'll jump
Okay.
into it if that's all right with you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So this is Thoughts for Young Men by J.C. Ryle. This is the book that Steve Boyer, speaking of community, a lovely elder at my church, gave me this book when I first moved to D.C. and when I was feeling, when he welcomed me into his home. I had dinner with his family. It was actually one of the touch points that made me feel like I could make D.C. my home and like I could have community. And in this dinner, he gave me this book, and he said, you should read this even though you're not a man, because it's applicable and it talks to you about like what it looks like to live for the Lord at a young age so that you grow spiritually and in serving the Lord. And part of the challenge of this shelf shuffle was finding a book under 150 pages, which for me, I very rarely read books under 150 pages.
Agreed.
But this one, if I had to give you something from my shelf, it's actually something that I give people when they get baptized. I give it to people when they get married.
Oh, that's why it got wet. Somebody was baptized with it, right?
I threw it in the water. No, I give them their own copy.
Yeah.
And so if I had to give somebody a book, this is what the book is going to be.
I appreciate
So I am giving you this book.
I'm going to read through it. The constraints are we should have it read by the next time we do a shelf shuffle, I believe is what we decided ahead of time. And she's right. The
It's
150
only
pages.
about 75 pages.
Oh, this looks like a
very
pamphlet. Yeah.
Yeah, it basically is.
And I can get past the watermarks. It's fine.
Good.
No, but
It's
I
only
really
like the
appreciate
first 20 pages,
I
which is a quarter of the book.
I appreciate it. Your book has meaning, which is just as well. It's on the tone that I was trying to go for, though it has a little bit different meaning. So don't shoot me for not giving you one of my short
Okay.
C.S. Lewis books, though most of them are not that short.
I didn't give you C.S. Lewis because they were all too long.
Yeah, most of them are.
Yeah.
I might have a few H.G. Wells books that are under 150. We'll check for future. But for this time, I actually wrote a 30-second pitch for it.
Okay.
So it's
Give me your
called
pitch.
An Elderly Lady is Up to No Good. And the pitch goes like this. A 70-year-old German woman in her cherished apartment has outgrown gossip. She settles for petty feuds with a knife instead. Can she keep her murderous secret from her nosy neighbors and the landlord? And the story behind it is I had bought it a while ago. I would say a few years ago. I had bought it. I read through it. It would look like a little short book for an airplane. And it was good. It was something that I enjoyed, just a little bit of whimsy. I do like a good little horror book. I have a few others that are like this, which I could give you actually another one of them now that I think about it. But
This is 171 pages.
yeah, I know. But also, look how tiny it is.
It also fits in my hand.
Yeah, exactly. Trust me, I wasn't just trying to skim you here. I want to make it easy. The reason that this came back to mind is because I gave it to a very dear friend, my girlfriend. And it was the
dearest friend.
The dearest of friends. She's the dearest. She's the best. Sorry. The point that I was getting at is that she and I had exchanged books at the beginning of our relationship. This is one of the ones that I had given to her. And this is, I believe, the first one she ever finished from me. And then I bought her the second in this series. So it holds a special place in my heart. And also it's about a little grandma who gets up to no good. And I think that's absolutely fun
so
and adorable.
fun.
Yeah, 100%. So that is a shelf shuffle. I wonder, we haven't actually thought about the back end of it. If you have ideas, we would love, do we do a review of the other one? Do we just trade them back? Like we'd say the things we like the most. We didn't actually discuss what we do on the latter half of it. Yeah, exactly. Throw it down in the comments. We'd love to hear what you have to say on it. Also, how many eggs do you think could hold you up? I didn't ask you this at the beginning. How many eggs do you think could hold you up if you're floating in your local river? Because the Potomac is a little bit dirty and dusty.
If you're reading about an elderly grandma getting up to no good and you're floating on a river, how many eggs would you take for you to float on the river while you're eating them? And how many eggs could you eat and still stay afloat?
She's good at the Taylor-Tade Texas tongue twisters. So I couldn't keep up with what she was saying, but if you did, throw it down in the comment section.
Now we have wild predictions.
Wild predictions.
What is your prediction?
Okay, so I will give preface and I will say exactly what it is, and then I will explain why. Because what's a prediction without a little bit of believing I know what the answer is to all of our problems? An AI company, a major AI company. We're talking among the Anthropics, the Andurils, the Perplexities, the ChatGPTs. You could maybe say Microsoft. Don't you dare say Apple. It's not an AI company as much as they want to pretend they are. I think that within the next 3 years, I initially was going to say 5. I think within the next 3 years, one of them is absolutely gone. Of the major AIs, 3 years, boom. One of them is out of the running. And it's not just because they're not making money. See, that's where it gets tricky. It's because I think they'll actually come to realize, the market, us as users, will realize that the value proposition of AI is not as real as it's being proposed right now. Right now, it sounds a lot like the internet. Oh, it's going to take over everything. It's going to be everywhere. The internet is everywhere. But also, we don't live in little internet pods. We still live in real life. It hasn't changed every single aspect of our lives. It's changed big things. But at the end of the day, it's all about productivity. In an economy, it's all about productivity. Anything that's added to the economy, especially on this scale, should be increasing productivity. I think we're not at that point. I don't know. I mean, do you find yourself being 10 times more productive with AI? Because those are what some of the projections are.
I'm certainly more productive because I can use it to do extra thinking while I'm doing something else.
That's
so
fair.
It can
That's
be thinking, and I can be thinking about something else.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like project management, sometimes the research that I would do would take me a lot longer.
That's fair.
So like
That's fair,
today
yeah.
I was researching venues, and if I'm researching venues and I'm letting ChatGPT research venues on the parameters that I've asked it, and then I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is going to be able to think about venues a lot better than I can think about venues. So
That's fair.
I think it makes me more productive 10 times. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It depends on the use case. And that's how it was with the internet. It's really great for managing logistics of a supply chain. Because guess what? You got to check in on everything. You got to be interconnected in order to get that information across. But giving food to your dog, guess what? The internet didn't solve that, and pets.com went down because of it. So point being, overall, we'll see. I think it's good at the tedious stuff that can be done on the internet anyway, but right now, beyond that, when it comes to being an actual partner in what you're doing, it's not quite there, and I think the value proposition is kind of a lie at this point, and I think it's overhyped, and we'll see a bubble.
Bold words.
What
bold
about
words, tech
you?
boy.
Yeah,
Those are bold words, tech
I'm not
boy.
saying I know anything. It's just a wild prediction. So what about you, Miss Taylor?
This is my wild prediction.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with AI.
Okay.
It also has nothing to do with work or about myself, actually.
Oh, okay.
I think Ellen DeGeneres is going to come back.
I do remember you mentioning this. Yeah.
I think she's making the comeback. We're going to see Ellen DeGeneres. Listen, I don't know if her show is still running. I don't think it's still running. But if it is, it's like dead.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, she's coming back. I don't know how she's coming back.
DeGeneres on HBO.
I'm not entirely sure, but Ellen DeGeneres is making a comeback. I don't think it will be another TV show.
Oh,
but I do
okay.
think it will be something. She'll be in the headlines, and you'll be like, oh, I haven't thought about Ellen in a long time, but now I'm thinking about Ellen in a way that I haven't thought about her.
I think she could go viral for shorts.
You think she could go viral?
I think she could go viral for shorts. It's called DeGeneres Gets Generous, and she just goes around and gives away things to people on the streets.
That's what her name is.
Wait, what?
Her name is not real.
Wait, her name isn't real?
Yeah.
What?
DeGeneres it's Ellen DeGeneres. Like, that's her stage name.
I didn't know that. What?
Like, she maybe was changed it, but her name's not. It's Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, wait, hold on.
She's saying Ellen the Generous.
Oh my God, that's evil on her part. That's evil. What do you
she's like playing with your brain. Like,
no, I don't like that. What? Wait, hold on. But Portia, what's Portia's name? Isn't Portia her wife?
I don't know. Portia DeGeneres.
Portia, but if it's a fake name, what is it?
I don't know. All I know is that I don't
Ellen,
think it's real.
comment what it is. Tell us.
Anyways, my wild prediction: Ellen DeGeneres is coming back.
Yeah.
Just you wait. She's coming back. And it's going to be like something you've never seen before. And it's going to hit you like a truck. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, Taylor was right. Ellen DeGeneres is back.
Are you calling her a tank? She's going to come and roll you over, basically?
Yeah. She's gonna hit you, and you're not gonna see it coming, and you're going to say, "Wow,
I think
Taylor's so
she
smart
has
for
the
that."
staying power with the suburban moms. I think she could do something huge, and they would say,
Yeah.
"Oh, my woman's back. Let's do it." And I think there are probably some guys that watched her show and were like, that's some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
but
she was
they're not really
canceled. She's
interested.
getting uncanceled.
Wait, what was she canceled for again?
She was canceled for abusing her employees.
Yeah, no, okay, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that to your intern,
doesn't
Taylor.
matter.
Yeah.
Because she's coming back.
No, okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
Just like you doubt the AI. Well, you have skepticism for the AI thing. I have skepticism for the degenerate becoming a degenerate.
We'll see, and one of us will be right, and it's me. She's coming back.
I think mine has a higher likelihood of happening. But hey, we'll see. Who do you think is right? Throw it down there in the comment section. I've said that a lot today, mainly because I forgot to say it in the last episode. I made a mental note, and now I'm kind of sad about it. But we're not worried about the sadness. We're worried about the happiness, because we're going to end how we always end, with our joy of the week. So last time you went first, right? So
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go first this time. How about that? So this is, how do I preface this properly? I appreciate the people that have funny taglines when they're adding things to group inboxes. That probably seems really specific. And there's one person who does it all the time. I think you know her. She's also from your home state, or at least she lives there now. I'm not going to call her out, but she always, when sending a group message, makes the subject line funny, witty. So, oh, did you think about those eggs here, or something to that effect, where it just leaves a smile on my face. Sometimes it makes me go, what am I getting? And then I read who it's from and say, oh, that makes sense. And I didn't appreciate it probably a year ago, but now that I'm in the office a lot more, I'm sitting at my desk and I don't get to go out and have those weird interactions with people like I used to, I really do appreciate it. So that's my joy of the week. If you are in an office, you and me, we can probably start sending out a little bit goofier, add a little bit of whimsy, because there's plenty of serious people all over the world. Add a little bit of whimsy. Don't go overboard. But I think that's probably
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
I prefer my subject lines to be exactly what the email says.
Okay, fine, joy thief, whatever. Yeah, just take
I'll
it
be
all
a
away.
thief.
Yeah, okay.
When I'm reading an email, I want to know exactly what you're telling me before I open the email.
You know about joy thief? Yeah, actually, I have to be that, because you know what we skipped? You know what we forgot?
What?
Fatty friends. Fatty friends. Fatty friends.
I'm fat this week.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Week. No.
Yeah, she thought she was getting away with it. I thought I was getting away with it too.
About this.
And then I felt the tape measure underneath my booty cheek.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay. So, last time, reminder, I am the Fatty King. Insert crown here. If I'm not able to edit on, that's my fault. So we measure at the belly button in order to see who is larger. Taylor was smaller than me last time. What? What are you at? Hold on. You're at 30. You're at 35. You're less than last time. What the I think that my diet has not been working at all. I'm about to be exposed. I even ate early today so that I would not have to worry about this.
We had a coworker today counting my calories. He said to me at lunch, you know, you just ate 720 calories of sauce, right? And I said, do I look like I care? Are you skinny too? Wait,
I'm a little skinny. Hold on, I'm making sure I'm not sucking in. I think
you're like half an inch less skinny.
I'm skinnier than I was, but guess what? That does not beat 35.
I win. I win.
King
I win. And this is good because I really thought that I was getting fatter.
Oh my gosh. And let's be clear. If you're larger than 35, you're
probably fat.
Yeah, I was gonna be nice, but no, you're probably a little bit larger than you should be.
35? You can be 35 and not be.
No, I'm not 35. I consider myself fat, but that's also because I've been big, I've been small, and I know I can reach the small.
I'm skinnier, much skinnier now than I was at other points.
It's not a shame. It's not just a shame thing. We're shaming each other in order to get to the place we want to be, but it's not about being fat inherently is the problem. It's about achieving what we want to achieve, and also we want to be healthy. And I don't want to run around with my kids and be huffing and puffing. I want to be able to go out there, be the best dad that I can be. And that's one of my bigger motivators for staying down. So don't feel ashamed. Just get out there and change it. That's all.
So now my joy of the week.
Yes. Now that you're the skinny queen, you can be happy.
And so earlier this week, I had a rough week. It was a difficult week. Just lots of things happened that just were just hard to handle and was really heavy on me. And in general, things have been kind of heavy in the conservative movement lately. And we work in conservative politics, so it's just been heavy. And I was having a hard day. I was actually on the phone with a friend, and I was telling her that I was having a hard day. And a coworker, Lizzie, she walks into my office. She knocks on my door and walks to my office. I hang up with my friend, and she just says, I'm gonna pray for you. And she sits down and she just holds my hands and she prays for me, and she says I just need you to just trust God, and all these things that you're worried about and you're stressed about, just confess them to him, and he's going to help you carry them. And afterwards, my problems weren't solved,
obviously,
but things were a lot easier. Things were a lot lighter because she was willing to sit with me and pray with me.
Reminding you that you got somebody in your corner. It's bigger than all of us. And then also a reminder that you have her in your corner. That's really touching. That's awesome.
So community's out there, guys. And you don't have to be lonely.
You do not have to be lonely. Though we talked about the loneliness, it's not to abet the loneliness. It is to help you get through it faster and find your way through it, because there's a lot of community here. There are a lot of people looking for friends You can be one of them. You can be one of those people that helps other people too. So with that, I think we've left
I'm
enough
hungry.
joy. What, you're hungry?
Yeah.
You're gonna go
So
eat right now?
I'm gonna go eat.
Oh well, yeah. She did. I bet she didn't eat because that. Yeah. It's the smile on her face.
I've
She
not
didn't
had
eat in
dinner.
order to be
I'm
skinny.
hungry. I'm hungry.
Well, we both got skinnier, so maybe the shame thing is actually working. All right, stay safe. And don't die. Bye.
Crazy. You don't have a player on your truck. I was at a loss for words the first time that we spoke. You're looking for a girl to treat you right.